800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Thinking about losing a parent is difficult at any age, and discussing their final wishes isn't easy. But knowing their preferences means you can honor their life in a personal and meaningful way. Pre-plan your loved one's funeral with the caring and experienced team at Bolger Funeral Home. So when that time does come, you can focus on what's important. Schedule a meeting with Bolger Funeral Home and Cremation Services today.
Score big savings as we kick off 2020 at Luther Family Buick GMC. Pay 0% interest for 72 months on most new vehicles. Save thousands with our substantial Luther discount on every vehicle in stock. Plus, get $750 in loyalty savings on most of our impressive lineup. Tackle the elements as you experience the new Buick. Corner of I-29 and 32nd Avenue, South Fargo, or shop online at LutherFamilyBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Save big and get 11% off thousands of great items for your home now at Menards. Save big money at Menards.
Show, the voice of the Spuds, Larry Knudsen.
Thank you and good evening. Tonight from Roseau, we've got Section 8 hockey, and it is a precursor to what we might think will be the section championship game coming up in just a few weeks. As Rob Grammer, everybody's starting to get that feel about this time of year.
It sure is a time of year where every game feels a little bit more important when it gets down to the section seedings and who's going to have the home ice advantage in certain matchups and who's going to have the last change if you're fortunate enough to get to the section final. So this game definitely has not only big implications on the section seedings, but also Mariucci Conference. This one could go a long ways in determining the Mariucci Conference champion as well.
Over the years, of course, that rivalry matchup oftentimes features Moorhead and or Brainerd, Moorhead and Bemidji, Moorhead and St. Michael Albertville. But never too far behind is Moorhead and Roseau. It's just one of the great natural rivalries in all of Minnesota.
Really is, in this community up here does such a wonderful job of having such a pride in their hockey program, and you can see it in how well they maintain this wonderfully historical facility that we're in tonight, and it carries through to their program, and their kids carry on that tradition, play with a lot of pride, a lot of grit, a lot of effort, and they're always competitive year after year and always in the hunt.
Yeah, it's a real joy to walk through the entry and see all the pictures and trophies that have put Roseau on the map.
Well, and if you're a hockey historian nerd like I am myself, and when you come into this building, you can't help but feel the history, the tradition, the stories that we've heard from people gone by before us, and here they are coming to life in the imagery of all their greats that have gone before them and all the names that you recognize from years gone by that have not only had great high school careers, great Section 8 careers up in Northwest Minnesota, but on to play collegiately and in the NHL. The names go on, and it's wonderful to come up here and see that tradition kept alive.
The very first time I made an appearance in this building, 1980. Just happened to be the year they won the gold medal. And guess who was in the building that night?
Wow. That's a direct relation to history right there with, I'm imagining you're referring to Neil Broughton being here after winning the gold medal. Must have been something.
It was great. And so with that, the greatness continues tonight as Moorhead takes on Roseau. A visit with Moorhead coach John Ammerman after this timeout.
If you're planning to build your next home,
let's go 2 minutes and then enter the interview. Call. I couldn't come up with Neil Broughton. It was just drawing a blank. But that's what I wanted you to say.
Tessa Terrace in South Moorhead.
Now you said something about
for the future.
You said something about Corey, and I had to shut you down.
Have your building questions answered. Rick Halverson Construction, 701.
Oh yeah, it was great. Yeah, we set up in that middle. Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yep.
What's on the Speakeasy scoreboard?
Visitors enjoy pre- and post-game specials, and the home field advantage is kids eat free on Sundays. Speakeasy is a great place to gather with friends before and after a Spuds win or to watch the big game.
You could use
Speakeasy caters and delivers with Food Dudes and Uber Eats.
No, for going to the bathroom.
Fine family dining at modest prices. Speakeasy, just off 8th Street, 994 in South Moorhead.
On 30th Avenue.
Lowell Bennis & Company offers accounting services for individual returns, corporate returns, partnerships, LLCs, and more. Lowell Bennis & Accounting can assist you with financial consulting for you and your family. Businesses, too, take advantage of the services at Lowell Bennis & Accounting with payroll services and consulting.
No.
Located in the U.S. Bank Building in downtown Moorhead or online at lowellbennis.com.
Yeah, right.
Find your new home with
Larry, I completely forgot you were in Roseau tonight, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm from there.
Are ready to help you with
all
your
I
questions.
think we...
From single-family homes.
Yeah, we've talked about it, but I had
condos,
completely
townhomes.
forgotten
Yeah,
about that.
I thought
Yes,
so.
Yeah.
Coldwell
for
Banker,
goodness
Element
sakes.
Realty, online.
So it's weird to hear you talk about that rink because I've been there so many times in my life. So
I know.
Coldwell Banker, Element Realty.
Yeah, and I don't know if you
CBElement.com.
listened real closely or not, but Back on the road tonight, and John Ammerman, it's been a while since the Spuds have had a chance to drop the puck and have a game underway with all the weather conditions that we've had this year.
Yeah, you know, bundle in a few games, or a few days, excuse me, and then weather added in, but maybe turns out for the best. Our kids are excited to go. They've gotten the rest that they didn't have for the better part of a month there, and it'll be a fun one. Obviously, this game has section implications, but it's a rivalry, as you know, and as most of the listeners would know, that dates back for quite some time, and it's always a good one.
Yeah, when we talk about the dog days of winter that comes at this time of year, and sometimes it's just best to take a deep breath and settle in, and let's get going a little bit later.
Right, and you know, with that break, we had some sickness and a few bumps and bruises, and you know, as a coach, you still want to be engaged and you still want to practice, but sometimes maybe it's best when you don't have control over those things and you can just take a deep breath and get refocused here for the last push. But we're healthy now, which is fun to see for the most part, and or at least as healthy as you can be at this point in the season, and it'll be a fun push here towards the end.
Last time these two teams met, it ended up in an overtime game in Moorhead. Roseau got the win that night. I suspect that we're going to have a similar type of game here today.
Yeah, and really, the last game was kind of two separate games. The first half, I thought we really controlled play and did a nice job of some of the things that we want to do. In the second half, we were on our heels for the most part of it, and Roseau took advantage of their opportunities. You know, the score at the end, I think, was a deserving score. Early in the second period, we had a chance to put the game away and score a third goal, and we missed a very good opportunity, and they come down and they score 10 seconds later. And what a great lesson for our team early on in the season, that when you have the opportunity to close out games, that you need to capitalize on those chances. And credit Roseau, a young team early in the year in an away, unfamiliar place, taking advantage of their opportunities and winning a hard-fought game. So tonight will be a great game. I really think that Roseau has a heck of a team, and the core of their group is young, and at this point in the season, nobody's young anymore. So it should be a great game.
Has Moorhead changed from when they first played? Is there any difference of this team now in January as was early December?
Well, you'd like to think so. Otherwise, they should be looking for a different coach. But we have some younger guys in some different positions, which I'm excited to see them compete. You know, they're still getting comfortable in those roles, and I think as a whole, our team is just a lot more responsible and playing a better team game than we were at that point in the season. But the one thing that, you know, frankly does need to change is if we can keep that first line scoring at the rate they are, that'd be great, but we need somebody else to contribute. And I like the way we've practiced this last week. I think if it's not tonight, it's going to be soon, because guys like Max Stronin, Michael Overbo, they're too good of hockey players to be held off the score sheet. And hopefully tonight's that opportunity for them to continue to push forward.
A battle for the top spot in Section 8 hockey tonight from Roseau finds the Spuds taking on the Rams. Our thanks to John Ammerman for being with us on our pregame show. We'll be back and take a look at our starting goaltenders and a drop of the puck when we return after this timeout.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it. You're a part of it. Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
A look at the goaltenders for tonight's game brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. And Rob Grammer, we take a look at Roseau's goaltender Andrew Tuttle. He's got a 2.3 goals against, 91% save, solid in net.
Really has been for the Rams all year, and the last time these teams played at the Moorhead Sports Center, he very well could have been the difference in that game for the Rams.
Rams won that one in overtime 4-3. Meanwhile, on the other side, Hudson Hodges, a 2.06 goals against, 93% saves, and he has often being talked about as one of the top goaltenders in Minnesota.
Certainly been a rock back there for the Spuds. Hudson's been very strong in nets all year long, and highly regarded certainly as one of the better goaltenders around the state of Minnesota, and he's proven that in and night out so far this season.
Roseau 12-4-0 on the season. Started out losing to Thief River Falls and to Maple Grove, both in overtime. Both of these teams very talented, or I should say have tasted a lot of overtime experience. They have each been involved in 5 overtime games coming into tonight. And of course, that one game had both of these teams involved. Roseau got the win in that one 4-3, and that was in early December. The Spuds are coming off an overtime win over St. Cloud in their last outing 4-3, and Roseau is coming off a win over Rogers, or coming off a loss rather, at East Grand Forks 3-1. And so with that in mind, the teams are being introduced, and we'll have the playing of our national anthem, and we'll have the drop of the puck right after this timeout.
QZ Real Estate Incorporated.
All right, let's try 2 minutes, but we might go 2.5.
Spuds Athletics.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to Roseau, where we get ready for Section 8 hockey. And, of course, this game has a great rivalry matchup over the years that has developed. And we have recently found out that our studio production engineer, Julie Miller, hails from Roseau, wears the green proudly, and we're hoping that you'll enjoy tonight's game as we bring you the Spuds and the Rams. Should be interesting, that's for sure. Moorhead will go right to left. Earlier tonight, Moorhead's junior varsity came away with a 6-0 win. Will Kunka pitching the shutout in that one. As the players circle around Carter Johnson, last one to arrive into the draw, and as he steps in, the puck goes down, and we're underway. Roseau able to pick it up, and they work it off to the far side. Daniel Wenzloff sends it in deep, and it rolls behind the net. The Spuds are there in a hurry and toss it back to the far side. Carter Johnson reaching for it. Had it deflected away, and at the blue line, a scrap for it there. It came in, it came out. It's whistled down for an offside call. Still a little bit early to decide or come up with some kind of conclusion as to the style of play we're going to have here tonight.
I would say we know it's going to be fast. We know that much.
A great hockey game in store as we get this underway from Moorhead's blue line. It comes to the near side, wristed out, picked up and sent rink wide, but intercepted and pushed back in by Kellen Murphy. To the near side, it rings around. McCoy Gregoire plays it back near side. Hand along the wall, they scramble for it. Looking in on the play, Luke Grammer dished it out in front, and it's set off to the far side. It got outside the zone where it's tapped in, and Roseau will go on a line change, and that'll take care of the offside call as the play comes right back out, and the pass that was overthrown. Back now on the near side, dished back out. This play continues at center, tapped ahead by Caden Triggs, and he heads off. Moorhead completes their change as the Rams are behind the net to pick it up. On the near side for Paul Hilglen, and he brings it out. Hilglen off to the far side, gives it away. Here's the long shot from there brought in. All the way down where Hilglen catches up to it behind the net. It gets away and off to the far side and up to the corner plate then by Isaac Wenzloff. And it is controlled along the wall before it's sent in behind. Picked up there by Moorhead's Cade Moylanen, and he sends it out. The Spuds are at the blue line and in. It's 2-on-2. Here's a quick wrister set on goal by Max Dronen, and it's played near side. Out of the corner. Spud still with a stick on it, finding Moylanen out on the near point, then down low for Fear. Tapped away from him, and it's picked up by Hughlin. He comes flying through center ice, and his drop pass in is intercepted. Returned back out where it's picked up by the Rams, and Jarrett Nelson sends it into the near corner. Both teams in the midst of changes as it comes near side. Spuds trying to stick handle their way out of the zone, and here comes flying up and through Michael Overbo. Into the zone, it's dropped to the corner. Big collision there. You can hear the rattle along the boards. Comes near side as the Rams try to poke it out of the zone, and it's turned around and sent in by Grant Frisch. Chased behind the Roseau net. Bounce pass there. Spuds putting some pressure on by Kai Holm. And then it got away from there, and it's brought out to the near side, and it's pressured off to the far side by Brendan Lund. Long pass from the far boards down low and back to the near corner. As they play it there, it's sent off to the far side. A collision there. And McCoy Gregoire there to pick up the loose puck. Moorhead on a nice headman pass out of the zone. Tap near side ahead of Kai Holm. And as it was brought in, the whistle stopped play. And the clock shows 14-17. And on that icing pass, it comes into the Moorhead zone.
Well, early on, we've got some really good structure from both teams, which is making it hard on either team to come up the ice real clean. And the defensemen on both sides have done a nice job of navigating that to not give up any turnovers or scoring opportunities to this point.
Max Strand standing in against Carter Johnson. Moorhead gains the face-off. Luke Grammer sends it out. Here's the walk-up ice by Caden Triggs. Off to the far side and in, picked up by Cullen Jess deep in the far corner. Then he's worked off the play. Puck is loose behind the net. Rolls back to the side and dished off in high in the slot, then taken away. Rams grab it back again as Hanson O'Leary brings it near side. He tossed it long, and it ricochets all the way down to the near corner. Wyatt Gunkel to pick it up there. Back now near side, rink wide. Moorhead on the attack to the blue line and in. Here's Luke Grammer, winds up to shoot. It's high. It got lifted up and into the netting. And the face-off will be to the far left side of Andrew Tuttle.
Well, a nice bit of puck possession coming from the Spuds top unit out there of Johnson, Triggs, Jess, along with Luke Grammer and Wyatt Gunkel. Created a couple of seams there, but the Rams were able to have some pretty good defensive posture and stick integrity to thwart any chances the Spuds had. But that was the first sign of some creases being created out there in this game. 3.5
minutes in, and we're looking for the first shot or first save by either goaltender. As play comes into the near wall in the Roseau zone. Here's a shot against the base of the net. Rebound comes kicking back out. Pulled off the wall by the Rams, and here comes Hughlin. Out to center, dished off the play, and it comes back out. Picked up now by Max Dronen. He sends it off far side. Shot, rebounded up on front, and the loose puck comes over the top of the net and back near side. Scrambling forward along the corner. Dished down deep by Lucas Fear, and it's sent rink wide. Off the far side, played there by the Rams, and it's picked up by Moorhead. Working it ahead, Max Dronen drops it deep into the corner, and play continues there. Dronen along with Overbo. And from there, they look for it. Tapping at Lewis, now looking at a wraparound try, and it's blocked by Tuttle, saved by Tuttle, and he clamps down on to make sure nobody pokes it free.
Well, this is a fantastic shift by the Spuds unit of Dronen, Carson Triggs, and Lucas Fear that had great forecheck pressure, winning puck battles, winning loose pucks, getting the puck to the net. Clever little play by Dronen to center it out to Lucas Fear, who had a great chance, but Tuttle was there to answer on that one.
Michael Overbo in the faceoff for Moorhead out to the point. Turn, shot, sent away. All of a sudden, Moorhead in that last shift into the zone had 4 shots on goal, but still we are scoreless. Behind the net, played back to the near side for Gavin Helgeland. Working it back to the far side, intercepted, taken back, then regained. Roseau sending it out to center. Nice turnaround there by Luke Grammer to send it ahead along the wall. Tapped into the zone. Here's the turn and a look and a drop back for Grammer. He winds up to shoot, and it's gloved in. Oh, my. What a save. Tuttle being tested here in the last minute and a half to keep the game at 0-0.
Well, the Spuds in the last minute or two here have taken some control with great puck boys. A nice play by Luke Grammer to peel back, draw the forechecker into him, and do a nice pirouette move along the wall to start to rush up the ice, join and get a grade A chance, but Tuttle with the glove there thwarts them.
Carter Johnson drops it back off the face-off, and the shot from there lifted all the way down, turned around and set up ice, chased in, and on the icing pass, it'll come back into the Roseau end. This first period of hockey brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, reminding you to live first. As we step into the circle, Cullen Jess on the near side. Carter Johnson sets up as a wing on the far right side with a draw coming by Caden Triggs, and to the corner it's played, popping up into the air and off the rail. Play continues out near the point, tapped ahead by Moylanen. Scrambled down low and pulled off the wall by Hanson O'Leary, and here comes Roseau. On the stride up ice by Max Strand. He goes down low and sends it just wide. Picked up along the side of the net and recovered then by Moorhead. Here's the turn and a look up ice, frantic pace by early on here today. Off to the far side, Carter Johnson goes down deep. 11 and a half minutes to go. Play to the near side. Up along the wall. It's poked free and it escapes and out the center, then poked ahead and back in. Moorhead touching up, and it comes right back up ice and swept down as the Rams make their change. 11:14 to go in the opening period. No scoring. Here's the walk up on the near side. Here's a look in on goal by Max Dronen. He wristed one in on goal, and the save is made by Andrew Tuttle.
Well, this is a subtle nuance to the game, but a really strong play by McCoy Gregoire under pressure behind his own net. Recognizing he's got Caden Triggs up at center ice, wraps it hard, and Triggs with a beautiful touch pass to spring Dronen in along the left side for a good shot.
Off the face up on top, it comes to the near wing, and a shot sent in by Max Dronen. Back to the near side, Lucas Fear settling in front of the goal in case it comes in his direction, and it's poked off to the far corner. Fear tracking it down as it's played off the wall and tipped down deep, and it's pulled in then by Thor Bufflin. To the near side, it comes out near the point where the Spuds put a stick on it. It pops up into the air and it comes all the way down. McCoy Gregoire chasing it from Moorhead, sending it off to the far corner. Here's a quick wrist pass right on the stick. Here's the move in by Carson Triggs, and he goes down low, and another grab out of midair by Andrew Tuttle.
I tell you what, McCoy Gregoire mentally very sharp to start this game. Under duress on a high flip from Roseau, has the awareness to find his D partner behind the net, Luke Grammer, who snaps a quick cross-ice pass, and the Spuds were in for another shot on goal from Carson Triggs, but Tuttle there again.
0-0 we play as it comes to the draw out top. Grant Fresh sends it far point. Shot sent in from there. Picked up in the near corner. Tap loose. Scramble forward. Down low. Here's a quick wrister sent on. Rebound tipped out back into play. Covered up by Michael Overbo, and it's taken away from him and sent rink wide. Caden Loken comes all the way down. Deep into the far corner. He chases his own pass, and it ricochets out of trouble into the near side. And then the scramble there, an arm goes up, and we have a stop in play 9:58 to go here in the opening period. And our first penalty of the night will give Roseau the power play.
Well, a strong play by Wyatt Gunkel behind the net to play the body on a Roseau player. It did not look intentional or egregious in any way to do harm, but nonetheless, the ref saw him hit him maybe in the back a little bit or too far away from the boards and decided to give him a 2-minute rest.
Roseau has a great power play unit, 32% completion in their opportunities with the extra skater. They've got that extra skater now, and the Spuds, skating shorthanded, could look at bigger numbers. I know they would like to improve on an 86% killing. Here's a long pass out of the zone, and that came right on goal. Deflected back out into play where it's picked up by Thor Bufflin. Bufflin returning to action tonight after missing a couple of games. They missed him, and the play goes off far side, and the long pass deflected, and it comes nearly rink wide before it's pulled in by Bufflin. He goes down deep into the near corner, then sending it up on top. It's ricocheted down, backhand try, off the rebound, and it bounces behind the net. The scramble for it there, finally pulled in by Gavin Gunderson. Back up on top. Gunderson in the slot, way up on top. It's slower Bufflin, and off to the far side, it's dished into the corner, and it's swept away by Hudson Hodges. Play continues on as it comes up on top. Wind up by Bufflin, shot into traffic, and it's deflected back near side. Here's the walk-in by Hanson O'Leary. Back up on top, and Bufflin sends it off far side. From there, the turn, the shot right out in front, and it's kicked away by Hudson Hodges. Play continues on behind the net. That was as close as either team has had. And up on top again, it's Thor Bufflin. 40 seconds to go on the power play, and a shot deflected away by Hodges. And this one rolls out of the zone, and it's picked up by Bufflin, turning it around for Roseau. Here's Hughlin. He comes walking his way in. He goes backhand right out in front, and the Spuds covering up nicely. I think that was Luke Grammer that got there just in the nick of time to sweep it away. Back up ice the Rams, still with 15 seconds on the power play. Come across the blue line and in as Jarrett Nelson carries it deep into the corner. His pass up on front, topped by Judd Ginter and away. And that will run out time on the penalty as Moorhead comes back to full strength. It isn't as though they were unscathed. They gave up 5 shots in that power play opportunity for Roseau, but the score stays 0-0. To the far side now, Daniel Wenslow plays up to the point. Dish down low, Lucas Fear in the corner as the Spuds full strength. They'll come back into the zone and have control. Here's a shot down low and wide. Bouncing back now near side and played off the wall. Deflected away from Kai Holm. Picked up in the corner by Lucas Fear. Down low it goes as the Rams are there to pull it in. Long pass rink wide. Moylan in there to take it back. Spuds on the move in. Kai Holm up on top. Tried to tap one in. It hit a stick and it bounced away. Up to the near side. Recovery. Spuds at the blue line hold the zone. Played ahead. Gavin Lindberg, who's getting more varsity skating time as this season goes on, plays it off to the far side. Played off the wall there, and the Spuds turn it around and come back on the near side. Here's Luke Grammer to the near side, and he turns and sends it in just as he crossed over the red line, and it comes back out. Again, back in place. Grammer put on a check to deflect the pass away, and it's picked up high in the slot by Hanson O'Leary. He's checked off the play, and it's picked up along the far side. Deep into the corner and along the wall, 6:35 remaining. Now out at center comes Luke Grammer. Carries it in, drags it down to the corner, brings it back on the near side, and that stops play with 6:27 to go. We are still looking for the game's first goal. It's 0-0.
Well, that was some great action all the way through that power play for Roseau into some more up and down action after that. But coming off a power play, as odd as it might sound, both teams got to feel pretty good about it, as Roseau had numerous chances, but Moorhead's penalty killers did a great job between Hodges and the defensemen, clearing pucks and not allowing Roseau to get on the board.
Off the face-off, the Spuds throw it from one side of the rink back to the near side. Down deep in the corner, played up against the base of the net. Cullen Jess there to pick it up, sending it off far side and out of the corner. Tapped up against the wall, and it's picked up by Carter Johnson. From behind the net, centering pass is taken away by Roseau. Along the near side, Hughlin had it for just a moment, then it's tipped away from him, and now it comes back to Hughlin. And Paul Hughlin works his way to center. Nice drop pass on the near side for Gavin Gunderson, who moves in. And a long shot gets all the way through and off to the far side, picked up by Hughlin. He tries to high-stick his way in, had it poked away at the last moment, and here comes Moorhead. Tapped along the far side. In heavy pursuit, Paul Hughlin there to pick it up once again. Back down near side. Off the near wall, so are Bufflin. And it's tipped up to the glass, and it comes bouncing all the way down. Spuds protecting the play with a quick pass off to Cade Moylanen. He quickly turns around there and brings it back near side. So the Spuds on the attack. Stick handling his way loose. On the walk-in. Max Dronen took a look in. He's down deep in the corner. Dronen feeds it way down low. And from there brought back along as Dronen tries to muscle it loose. And it comes up with a nice lift pass out of the zone by Hughlin. Spuds are back up ice to pick it up with 5 minutes remaining. Here in the opening period, it's 0-0 as the Spuds, Carter Johnson turns it off to the far side into the blue line. Brought in, but they're not going to whistle it down as Max Dronen continues on off to the far side. Pile up against the boards and the scramble forward there. Chase Reed had it for a moment for Roseau, lifted away from him and sent down. And with that icing call, play stops. 4:36 to go in the opening period. It's 0-0.
Well, neither team has played in the last week, but I'll tell you the play has been sharp so far from both sides, and you would never know they haven't played in a week. Wonderful action back and forth from both sides so far.
John Ammerman felt it did his team, and that is Moorhead, a lot of good to have that rest as they got rid of some sickness and got rid of some bumps and bruises along the way. Not necessarily what you want to have at this time of the season, but they were going to take advantage of it. 4:28 now showing. Face off far left side of Andrew Tuttle, who has faced 10 shots and made 10 saves here early on. Off the far wall, deep in the corner, rolled along the wall, controlled by Hanson O'Leary. Works it up on top, there's a shot and a goal! Kai Holm standing right out in front. An errant pass behind the net, right onto the stick of Kai Holm to get Moorhead a 1-0 lead.
Well, Larry, I tell you what, to the eye it looked like an errant pass, but what actually happened is Gavin Lindberg, with a wonderful read, he's a very clever young player for the Spuds, picked off a pass and centered it immediately out to Kai Holm. Wonderful awareness from Gavin Lindberg, a beautiful centering pass, and Kai Holm buries it.
Gavin Lindberg will get the assist, and that's his first point of the season. And for the goal, Kai Holm, his second assist, or second goal rather, and it's 1-0. From behind the net, Moorhead back in the offensive zone. From there, the Spuds turn it again up on top, and it ricochets to the near wall. Lifted up from there, and it's a high puck that comes bouncing down. Taken back by Moorhead. Here's a quick wrister out of the zone and up through center. They'll wave off the icing as play continues down to the near corner. Carter Johnson giving chase behind. He's bumped off the play by Gavin Gunderson. Play continuing behind the net and on the scrum. Gunderson continues to press play. The arm goes up, and we'll have holding coming up now on Gunderson as he took the Moorhead player down. Here's the centering pass, winding it up in the shot that's just wide. Picked up along the near wall by Caden Triggs. Off the near corner. 6 attackers now as Roseau is looking in. Moorhead has pulled the goaltender with this penalty coming up. As play stops, now Moorhead will go on the power play, recently grabbing a 1-0 advantage.
Well, this is an effort draw by Carter Johnson here with fantastic effort down low, held well in check by the Roseau defender, gets back to his feet, continues to move his feet to try to win a puck, and the Roseau defender has no choice but to pull him down. And that kind of effort's going to pay off for the Spuds if that continues, and they're going to get a power play right now.
Moorhead power play at 23% on the season, and on the face-off it comes rolling all the way down. McCoy Gregoire settling it. Steps up behind the net, brings it out near side. Long rink-wide pass played off the wall as the Spuds bring it in. Looking it down low, the shot goes behind and picked up there by Michael Overbow. They circle and cycle, and it comes back out to Gregoire. He turns, he shoots, and the rebound goes rink-wide. After the far point, they'll try it from there. Looking it up on top to Wyatt Gunkel. And to the far side, played deep into the corner, then back up. Gunkel way up on top, slides it back to the far side. Here's a rink wide to McCoy Gregoire. His shot hit traffic and it bounced away. It was loose, and a nice defensive play by Max Strand. He got tangled up with Gregoire's stick. They took a moment to get untangled, and play comes back up ice. Here comes Grammer, dropping it back. Nice bounce pass there, working his way in. Carter Johnson, and it's knocked away into the net to stop play with 2:03 remaining. Moorhead has scored first, and it's 1-0.
So the Spuds started this power play with their second unit, and they immediately gained control in the zone, moved it around beautifully, getting a couple of good looks. A strong start to the power play from the Spuds' second unit.
Carter Johnson stands in for the faceoff. Moorhead against Chase Reed. And on the draw, Moorhead back deep in their own end before turning and looking up ice. Some bother there, but the play away out of Cade Moylan. Tapped ahead and quickly returned. It comes all the way down. 1:45 to go in the period. Rink wide, Moorhead on the attack, on the power play. Across and in. Dropped up in front. There's a shot and a goal! Sliding his way in, Caden Triggs got the picture-perfect pass and immediately went backhand to score, and it's 2-0.
You do not want to fall asleep on the Spuds attacking through the neutral zone, as so many times this year they've been able to create offense off of the rush, and this is exactly the case here, as there's some good control coming up the ice. Luke Grammer slides it to Cullen Jess, who makes that sneaky little entry pass to a streaking Caden Triggs, and Triggs, as he's so often done this year, buries that one.
22nd goal of the year for Caden Triggs. Moorhead now with the advantage, and a drop pass deep, picked up deep in the far corner by Isaac Wensloff of Roseau. From behind the net, pulled loose and returned deep into the corner. Scrambling in for it, Max Cronin feeds it along the far side, but then it escapes the zone. We got a race for it now. Gavin Gunderson moving on his way in. He tried to put it on the stick of Paul Hughlin and missed just wide, and the rebound comes all the way out. Spuds will play it off the far boards as Lucas Fear picks it up and heads in. He winds, he shoots, and it's all the way back near side. 48 seconds to go in the opening period. As once again, Gavin Gunderson lines it up for Thor Bufflin. And as he moved in, it was taken off the play, and the Spuds come back up with another shot that's bounced wide. Carson Triggs tracks it down along the near side, sending it to the point. It's played down deep. And along the wall, running down now from 27 seconds, there's a wraparound try that got deflected out into play. McCoy Gregoire playing it deep now and out to the far side. Rolling it back all the way to the near corner it comes with 16 seconds to go. From behind the net, Jarrett Nelson. And it comes out of the zone. Moorhead has 8 seconds now to turn it around. A long pass that got swept away, and that's going to bring us to the end of the opening period. But what turned into a dominant performance by Moorhead after an even start has found the Spuds going into the locker room after one period of play. On the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 2, Roseau 0.
The directors of Corsmo Funeral
3 minutes here.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
open your eyes
to a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
Practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes to
a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
light-duty truck to do full-size jobs. Boss built the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union.
The one myth of a credit union
is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Kasasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
When searching for a home loan, too many people focus only on the rate. They forget to ask the lender, are approvals made locally or in a city far away? Are you experienced at closing on time? With Valley Mortgage, you get a great rate, the best service, local approval, and over 30 years of experience. So give us a ding. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley, an equal housing lender.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
You're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Open your eyes
to a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
Practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes to
a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
light-duty truck to do full-size jobs. Boss built the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union.
The one myth of a credit union
Is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Kasasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
When searching for a home loan, too many people focus only on the rate. They forget to ask the lender, are approvals made locally or in a city far away? Are you experienced at closing on time? With Valley Mortgage, you get a great rate, the best service, local approval, and over 30 years of experience. So give us a ding. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
I get asked
all the time, what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
You're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Open your eyes
to a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
Practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes to
a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
Light-duty truck to do full-size jobs. Boss, build the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Back at Roseau, we get ready for period 2, and Rob Grammer, we take a look at what these teams might be expecting to do. The Spuds would be hard-pressed to come out and play better, I think, than what we saw in that first period.
Really great start for the Spuds, coming out with a lot of speed and a lot of effort. They were able to crack the Rams' structure a little bit towards the end of the period. And you certainly expect, we saw this before, the Spuds with the lead back at the Moorhead Sports Center the first time these two played, and the Rams did not quit and were able to come back and
2 goals is certainly a surmountable issue. At any point in the game, if you're within 2 goals or 2 touchdowns or 2 baskets, you have a chance.
That's right.
And so as we get ready to start the second period, the time has gone on the board. And so far, this has been quickly played, fast played, a high-level hockey game. And the Spuds will go left to right as Carter Johnson draws it to the outer edge, but there it's picked up by Roseau. And Daniel Wentzlaff backpedals his way down, sending a rink wide. It bounced hard off the stick of Ben Johnson, who has to retreat. He sends it behind the net. Quick return there, Ben Johnson. Now the Spuds come up with a forecheck to try to force the turnover. Nearly do, but it goes back to the corner. And from there, played right along the wall. Carter Johnson keeping it in. The Spuds take it back. Pass up on top now, right on the stick of the Rams. And the play comes out along the near side as Kellen Murphy sent it. And in the pursuit of it, it comes back to Murphy, who plays it. And the Spuds give chase now along the far wall, where it's deflected back into the zone. Luke Grammer there to pick it up. Turns and looks up ice and sends it bouncing ahead and out to center. The Rams recover and send it back in. They'll change. We're just underway in the second period. Play near side, Moorhead with a 2-0 lead. Along the near wall, deflected away. All the way to the far side. Cullen just watched it sail down deep, and it came from the long side of center ice. And so with that play, we will go into the face-off circle near side of Hudson Hodges. And in fact, in spite of the fact that he's faced 7 shots, we really haven't had to call his name here tonight because it just really hasn't become necessary.
Roseau had a couple of strong looks on their first power play, but other than that, the Spuds have held them to the outside pretty well.
Out on top it comes. Here's the look in, and it's sent in on goal. Backhand try, sent in on goal, and this time we will say Hudson Hodges with the saves. All the way back up ice. They're going to wave off the icing, and play continues. Back along the near side. Rolling it along the wall, and it comes right out, and Moorhead in pursuit, but the pass ahead for Hughlin. He works his way in. His shot is blocked. The rebound blocked behind the net. And Roseau comes out with some offensive energy to start the second period. Moorhead to the far side, tossing it in deep. They will change as it rolls out of the near corner and up along the near wall as they set it up. Poked away from Gavin Gunderson, and it comes all the way down. Here's the walk in, a rebound tipped in and rediscovered by Moorhead as they bring it back out to center, and from there it's picked up by Michael Overbowl. Out of the near side where the Rams take it back, and a long shot by Gavin Gunderson bounced away by Hudson Hodges. Play goes down behind the net where Grant Frisch brings it all the way to the near side, and it's sent out of the zone all the way up and down. It goes deep into the corner, played there by the Rams as they backhand it near side and then turn and look up ice. Off the wall, it escapes, and it comes all the way down. It comes all the way down and then played by Luke Grammer. He circles out of the near corner, and Grammer comes out to center, stick handles his way through and brings it in. Nice move by Grammer. They come down low, and he kept it in the corner and chases it off to the far side. It comes on. You got to tell me where he learned to make that play.
It wasn't for me.
That was a nifty move, no matter who you are.
That was a nice little play by Luke coming up the ice there. And Overbowl almost able to convert on the back end of it.
So early in the second period, it stays 2-0 as the play comes near side for Cullen Jess. Walking his way in, it's deflected away back to the near wall. Jess catching up to it, carries it behind, centering pass, didn't have anything on it, and it got picked off. A long pass out of the zone comes all the way up where Luke Grammer plays it. To the near side, now turned around. Backhanded away and off to the far side. Here come the Rams on the way in. Working his way in, Max Strand goes down low, and a glove save scooped off the ice by Hudson Hodges, keeping this game at 2-0.
A nice bit of work from Hanson O'Leary, the Rams captain, out at center ice to win a puck and find one of their most dangerous scorers, Max Strand, along the right side, who was able to streak in and get a good shot, but Hodges was there.
Carter Johnson standing in for Moorhead, and he faced off with Hanson O'Leary. The puck rolls down behind the net. Spuds are there to pick it up as O'Leary comes back with it. Now sending it up on top, and a deflection there, just wide. Back out on top, and from the point, it's played in along the wall. And now clears the zone. It comes out. Here's the walk-up ice by Caden Triggs. He got sidetracked along the way by Daniel Wensloff, and the play comes rolling out to center. Taken back by McCoy Gregoire. Brings it near side. It's tipped back to Gregoire, who then sends it up ice, where it's taken back by Daniel Wensloff of Roseau. He sends it behind the net and off to the far corner, where it's returned, and here comes Wensloff. On the return, he sends it all the way out to center. It's 1-on-2, and on the way in, stick handling his way loose. He has to chase it behind the net. Play comes back out and sent up to the point, and from there, Daniel Wensloff sends it down low and scores! Daniel Wensloff up on the near point, sent it into traffic where it was deflected in. Roseau comes back and makes it a 1-goal game.
One of the simplest plays in hockey, but very effective. The puck got onto the stick of one of the Rams' most dangerous players, Paul Huglin. He's able to feed the puck up to the point where he just snaps a quick shot through traffic where Hodges handles the first one, but the rebound kicks into another Ram player crashing the net who's able to get the rebound in. And that is a very effective play that will work many times.
And it's 2-1. There's the Spuds return with a long shot set in, but easily controlled by Andrew Tuttle.
As we expected, the Rams would come out of the intermission with a little more jam, and they weren't going to lay down, and they've been able to get one of those goals back, and things are getting a little interesting.
As we mentioned, a 2-goal game, a 2-basket game, a 2-touchdown game is surmountable. Off to the far side, play down deep into the corner. As it works loose, it's picked up by Carson Triggs, and it comes rolling all the way out to center. Distow then behind the net. Tapped up against the wall, then recovered by Judd Ginther of Roseau. And before play continues on, Moorhead whistled down. We've got a penalty upcoming, and that'll give Roseau the power play.
This is a penalty that, for traditional hockey purists, has not been called an awful lot in the past, but they have cracked down a lot on it. If you slash a player's stick and it comes out of his hand, no matter how weak he is holding that stick, they generally will call that penalty, and that's what happened here.
Rams had an earlier power play opportunity, did not convert. As the play comes down, Huglin whistled one in, but it got bounced away deep in the corner. Max Strand feeds it back near corner. Then up on top, here's the look in by Byfuglien. Sends it down low and scores! A deflection, glove side. Byfuglien sent it in. It hit a stick right in front of goaltender Hudson Hodges. Power play goal, Roseau.
Well, a similar formula for Roseau, not unlike the first goal. A simple play to get the puck up top, a quick snapshot coming in from Thor Byfuglien with traffic from Gunderson, who just redirects it, and it's always difficult for a goaltender to react to that redirection, and it gets by Hudson.
At 4:17 to make it 2-1. At 5:05 to make it 2-2, and we've got a brand new hockey game. Off the zone, it is sent all the way down deep. Brought up onto the near side and all the way out to the far point. Jarrett Nelson tracking it down for Roseau, sending it into the corner, and it's played back near side. Wristed out of the zone, it goes off to the far wall and dished ahead. In pursuit, picked up by Michael Overbo, and he goes into the corner near side with it, then reaches in as the Rams stick handle their way out of trouble. No arm goes up that time. We had a collision and a player down, waiting for the flag, if you will, but none forthcoming, and so the stop and play here comes with 11:18 to go. Coming a long ways back with shots on goal, it's now Roseau with the advantage at 15-14.
A dangerous play in the Rams' end as a puck popped out in front of their own net. They tried to carry it out, and Michael Overbo got in on the forecheck, and the Rams faithful thought that might have been a hooking penalty, but no call.
Spuds player slips. Grant Frisch had to recover to keep the puck in play. Spuds have it deep in the near corner. And as they work it along the near wall, the battle for it there comes out, and here comes Roseau on the way up, and a nice poke check away by Cade Moylan to push it into the corner. He chases it behind the net, off to the far side. Stick handling his way out. Here comes the rush. It's 3-on-2 as Carter Johnson sends it far side. The return is blocked into traffic and set behind the net. Carter Johnson tracking it down. Deep into the far corner, sent out to the point. Down deep, it's Carter Johnson once again. He tries to send it up on top, but it got blocked. Deflected down, and from behind, here comes Roseau. Bounced off the near wall. Moorhead with a quick D-change. There's the rush up ice now by Caden Loken. To the near side, he's tied up. Play goes deeper into the corner, and the scramble forward there comes away. Moorhead's Cullen Jess works his way up and through. Cullen Jess walks his way in. He goes down, and that is a Roseau penalty as Cullen Jess got tripped up on his way to the goal mouth.
Very intelligent play from Cullen Jess coming up the wing. He did not have numbers with him. He wisely slips the puck in behind the Roseau defender, and in giving chase, the Roseau defender doesn't turn quickly enough and runs interference and pulls down Jess, and Cullen draws the penalty.
Isaac Wenslaw for 2 minutes. Moorhead with the extra skater. Game tied at 2. On the near side, it comes up to Wyatt Gunkel. Backpedals his way up on top and feeds it back now. From there, Lucas Fear. Back up on top, they play catch. Here's a look in on goal by Max Dronen before he stick handles it back to the near wall. Max Dronen sends it up on top. Takes a return pass and continues. They play one-on-one. Up on top it goes now backside of the play. From there set in, and a loose puck goes behind the net. As they try to work it loose, the Rams get a stick on it and send it out of the zone. And on the work in, here comes Paul Hughlin. He got turned around and chased it down into the wall far side. Grant Frisch backhands it down low. Picked up behind the net, and the Spuds turn it around. A bouncing puck comes right down onto the ice and played by Grant Frisch. Loose puck far side. Moorhead another chance to come out of the zone. It's backhanded out by Michael Overbo, and he brings it in. Turned around, a long pass got away and wide of Wyatt Gunkel. And from there, Hudson Hodges steers it back near side as it's played out to center. Taken back in a quick lift in by Max Strand, and it bounces down behind the net where Grant Frisch has it for a moment. Now the Rams take it back. They're shorthanded on the play. Turn around in the corner, Hanson O'Leary. He still has it. He finesses his way down, and then Grant Frisch comes up with it. The play comes back, and here comes Frisch to Cullen Jess, and the return is deflected away, and here come the Spuds as they regroup. It's Carter Johnson. He lost the puck behind him. Recovers and brings it near side for Jess. He'll walk his way in. Tried to bring it and drag it along with him, but lost it. Recovers it. Sent up on top, and it's bounced away. 16 seconds left on the Moorhead power play. Luke Grammer tracking it down deep. And the Spuds are at center ice with 6 seconds to convert. It comes near side as Caden Triggs into the near corner, sends it up, and Cade Moylan sends a shot in the block, and the rebound tipped up on top as the Rams come to full strength. Long pass deep far side. Out of the corner, we play it at 2-2. 8 minutes to go in the second period as the Spuds look out of the far corner, then have it poked away nicely by Thor Bufflin. Up on top, sent away. Onto the near side, deflected, and the Spuds poke check it away, but right onto the stick of Isaac Wenslaw, who brings it in. Nice drop pass into the near corner, gathered by Chase Reed, and he sends it behind the net where the Spuds play it off the far wall, picked up by Michael Overbo. And out to center. Here comes the walk-in by Lindbergh. Gavin Lindbergh got ridden wide of the play, and he chases it into the far corner. The Rams reach in to pull it, and Brendan Lund works it back out to center where the Spuds touch up and bring it back in. Lindbergh battles for it, and it's tipped away from him and off to the far side. It got into the bench and back onto the ice, and that stops play with 7:11 to go.
Well,
we're tied at 2.
A turn of events here in the second period. We expected an answer for the Rams. They've given it to us. We're halfway through the game, and we're knotted up and looking forward to quite an ending here in this Section 8 AA matchup.
In the span of less than a minute, the Rams took a 2-0 deficit to a 2-2 tie. And play has continued from there as things have leveled off, and the play comes near side. Judd Ginther. For a moment, it comes back to him. Now it's tipped away, and the Spuds come up with it. Carson Triggs worked off the play, and the Rams now line it up. Here's a pass ahead for Paul Hughlin. He sends it right down on goal, and it's deflected up and away. Nice save by Hudson Hodges. Rolling it back up on near side as the Spuds work it out of the zone. A big collision on the near side. Fans like it. Back out to the far side now and off the wall, played deep into the corner. Rolling it down behind the net with 6:23 to go. The Spuds play it for a moment. Now set up on top. Here's a tap-in try, but kicked away by Tuttle. And play comes back out onto the near side and recovered by Moorhead. Luke Grammer plays it all the way to the far corner. From there, turns and looks it behind the net. It comes up on top, and it's sent back down in. Caught up in traffic, and it's deflected out on top for McCoy Gregoire, who shoots. And his blast got deflected in traffic. All the way down it goes, and the whistle stops play. We are inside of 6 minutes to play. It's 2-2.
Well, a couple of real nifty plays in down low. I think the first came either from Dronen or Fear down behind the net, where they created a nice opportunity right out in front of the net. And then Luke Grammer streaking in was able to get through and nearly create a strong opportunity for the Spuds.
Carter Johnson on the faceoff had to go twice for it, tipping it ahead where it's taken back by Roseau, and the Rams come out to center. Rink wide pass just wide and behind Max Strand. And he recovers to send it in deep. Rolling it down behind McCoy Gregoire, taking it back for Moorhead, finding a way to hook up with Cullen Jess. And it's tipped away from him, and now Carter Johnson enters play. Dishes it out. Rams take it back as they backpedal into their own end. Here's a long pass out, and the Spuds intercept it. Turn and look and can't catch up to it. The return now by Roseau. It's 3-on-2. Pass to pass, and up on top it goes, and the Spuds cover up. Now the loose puck away, and the Spuds come right back up on his way in. All the way down, Michael Overbowl carries it behind the net. And to the far side, it's dished ahead. Rolling it back down. Whistle stopping play inside of 5 minutes. 4:58 to go. 2 for Moorhead in the first, 2 for Roseau in the second. We're tied. I think we've got coincidentals coming here. Luke Grammer for Moorhead will come to the side, and meanwhile, Max Strand will serve time for Roseau, and will continue to skate at 5-on-5.
Well, Luke Grammer pursued Max Strand and through the neutral zone. He finished his check. Max took exception to that. There might have been a little push exchange, push and shove, and they're going to take control of the officials and send them both off to the box to take a rest.
Chase Reed now on the near side in the face-off for Roseau, standing in against Michael Overbowl. And the play comes to the corner. And play continues on there. Players are sliding down on their knees before the Spuds reach in and pull it loose. Onto the near side for Gavin Lindberg and in. Stick handles his way down low. Centering pass got deflected, and then Kai Holm picks it up. Turns it around and sends it down low. 4.5 minutes to go in the second. After the far side, a long pass out. Gathered in by Caden Loken. Sending it down low. The Spuds are there to pick it up, but a loose puck is swept, but not out of the zone. Kept in nicely out at the far point. Wind up at a shot there by Thor Bufflin. Comes all the way back to the near corner. Along the wall it's played. Here comes Moorhead. Gavin Lindberg sending it rink wide. Kai Holm tapped it up and tapped it out. It goes into the Moorhead bench. Stopping play with 4:03 still to play here in the second.
Well, a good pace back and forth, a little bit of urgency. It feels like the play isn't as tight as it was in the first period from either side, which is going to potentially lead to some breakdowns and turnovers in transition hockey, and we've seen a little bit more of that in the second period.
With 4:03 to go, the puck goes down far side. They're right in front of the Moorhead bench. The Rams have it back, and here's the turn and the look. Swept off to the far side. Dished ahead, recovered, Rams. Here comes Roseau. Hughlin works his way in with a shot straight on and swept away by Hodges. It comes back out. Max Dronen battles for it along the near side before pushing it ahead. The Rams back in their own end to take it over, and it comes right back up ice. From there, Wyatt Gunkel. Up on top, slides it to center and ahead. Here's the look in. Big hit delivered. Working his way in, Carson Triggs now back on his skates, comes back loose, and it goes rink wide as the Rams take over and bring it in. Down deep into the corner, wind up in a shot and a block Back now to the near side, and as they turn and look in, Paul Hughlin sends it to the far corner. It rings there and plays the wall. Spuds gather it in and bring it out on the near side. Lucas Fear sending it up off the glass and into the zone. We've got a penalty coming up. And as the Rams pick it up, the coincidental penalties have expired. Those players now come back onto the ice, but no sooner than that, then the Spuds will come to the side ice with Carson Trigg serving 2 minutes.
Well,
Discussion here by the officials. Interference.
The puck was flipped up the wall in the neutral zone on the glass. There was pursuit by both teams, and apparently the puck wasn't near enough to scrum there for Carson to finish his checkoff, and they're going to give him 2 for interference.
Both teams have scored on the power play here tonight.
Isn't a situation the Spuds want to be in, giving the Rams an awful lot of power play opportunities. They've got some lethal scorers on their side and have shown tonight that their power play has been effective. We'll see if the Spuds can kill this one.
Out of the near corner and up along the wall. Here comes Luke Grammer. He comes flying into the zone. Luke Grammer shoots and it's blocked away. Rebound is blocked away. Rebound comes back near side and it's pushed out to center. Now the Rams come with it. And a takeaway out at center ice by Judd Ginther. He brings it in and goes deep into the near corner where the Spuds reach in and poke it loose. Grammer stick handles his way out of trouble and gives it off to Carter Johnson, who comes on the way in. All the way near side, he got tripped up but doesn't go down. And play continues in the corner as the Rams pull the loose puck away and set up behind. 2:09 to go here in the second. It's 2-2. Moorhead down a skater as the Rams bring it in. And it's quickly turned around by the Spuds as they send it up ice. From behind the net, 1:05 remaining on the Moorhead penalty. Rink-wide pass. Down deep, and it's picked up there by Michael Overbo. Gathers it in for a moment. Had it poked away. He chases it down, sending it out of the zone.
Very nice effort play from Mike Overbo to win that puck and clear it all the way down the ice.
From behind the net now the Rams turn around and look up. 42 seconds remaining on the power plays. It comes near side for Max Strand. Gives it near side for Gavin Gunderson. He walks his way in, drops it behind the net. It comes out to Hughlin, sends it up on top. One-timer blocked away nicely by Michael Overbo. And it comes out the center where the Rams regroup. Here comes Hughlin on the way near side. Carries it all the way down. Deep into the corner, backhanding it off to the far side. He sets up and takes the return. Hughlin now sends it up on top. And from there, the look in by Thor Bufflin. He wants to shoot. He got it into traffic and it deflected wide to the near side. That is going to run off the time on the Moorhead penalty. Back now at full strength. We'll see how the Spuds can capitalize, and they do. They steal the pass rink wide, and it's 2-on-1. Moving on the way and wind up in a shot, and it's knocked away. It hit the pipe. It hit the pipe hard, but it bounced back onto the ice. And on the way back up, the Rams go for a shot. That one's lifted up and away. Nobody's sitting to watch this one as the teams rally from one end to the other. 25 seconds to go in the period. We've come to a tie hockey game as the Spuds will try once again. Across the blue line and in, and a shot blocked onto the ice. And there it is covered up. Nice effort by Lucas Fair as he stepped across the line to whistle in a shot. And now 14 seconds remain in the period.
Hot action in both ends of the ice. Carson Triggs pops out of the penalty box and finds himself in a 2-on-1 with his brother Caden. And Carson screams up the left side, snaps it off the post, and that turns the play back down the ice where Roseau gets an extremely good chance in transition on Hodges.
To the near side, play comes to the wall. On deep into the corner, Rams have it momentarily, working their way loose. 5 seconds to go, and it's lifted up, and it comes all the way down. It was deflected, so there will be no icing call. And we have a third period that will decide it all when we return. After 2 periods of play on the Speakeasy scoreboard, Moorhead 2, Roseau 2.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union.
The one myth of a credit union
Is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Kasasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
When searching for a home loan, too many people focus only on the rate. They forget to ask the lender, are approvals made locally or in a city far away? Are you experienced at closing on time? With Valley Mortgage, you get a great rate, the best service, local approval, and over 30 years of experience. So give us a ding. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
I get asked
all the time,
What in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
it's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
you're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us in Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Open your eyes
to a credit union.
Wait. What's a credit union?
It's a financial cooperative.
And it's member-owned.
Which means
better rates.
Lower fees.
And all the financial services that you need.
It's easy to join.
So easy to join.
Practically ridiculous how easy it is to join.
So open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes to
a credit union.
So open your eyes. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Back in 1926, people in the FM area began choosing the latest fashions and flooring materials from Fargo Linoleum, and they still do. Fargo Linoleum offers you everything in floor covering. After all these years, Fargo Linoleum is still the floor covering leader.
Whether you're building a new home or looking to save money on your energy bills by improving your existing insulation, let the experts at Cullen Insulation help you out. Contact Dan and mention this ad to receive a 10% discount off any work they perform for you. Just like your Moorhead Spuds, the team at Cullen Insulation is committed to excellence.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
Light-duty truck to do full-size jobs. Boss built the HTX in both V-plow and straight blade options. The Boss HTX family is specifically engineered for today's half-ton and light-duty vehicles. Make no mistake, they have big-time power. So when you're working to restore order, the Boss HTX is here to back you up.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead. Stop on out and visit us before you get caught with your plow down.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Looking for a mortgage in the Valley? Where would you go? Some people are skeptical of those humongous banks. Others worry about the stability of some small lenders. At Valley Mortgage, we're independent and only do mortgages. So we're small enough to give you the service you want and large enough to give you the security and experience you need. It's the perfect fit. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley. An equal housing lender.
Open your eyes to a credit union.
The one myth of a credit union
is that we don't offer what the other guys do.
Well, that's simply not true.
We have business, checking, and loans.
Mortgages and credit cards.
We have free Kasasa checking.
And all the other services you need too.
Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
When searching for a home loan, too many people focus only on the rate. They forget to ask the lender, are approvals made locally or in a city far away? Are you experienced at closing on time? With Valley Mortgage, you get a great rate, the best service, local approval, and over 30 years of experience. So give us a ding. Valley Mortgage, we're the largest independent mortgage banker in the Valley, an equal housing lender.
Four Seasons Car Wash on 34th Street in Moorhead is a proud supporter of Spuds TV and the Spud Boosters. Unlimited wash memberships are available starting at just $20. A portion of each new membership is donated to the Spud Boosters. Free vacuum stations with each wash. So for a fast, clean wash, go to Four Seasons Car Wash.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
I get asked
all the time,
what in the world is a credit union?
Let me tell you.
It's a member-owned financial cooperative.
And you're a part of it.
you're a part of it.
Because our earnings go back to our members.
So open your eyes to a credit union.
Yeah, that's right. Open them. Come see us at First Community Credit Union.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us in Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Oh, Spuds. The puck is down, and we start the third period. Game tied at 2 as it works off the far wall right in front of the Moorhead bench. Now the Spuds have it tipped in, and it goes behind the net where the Spuds are there to recover it before sending it off to the far corner and head out. Along the wall, the pass right on the tape. Here's the walk in. Carter Johnson had it poked away just as he was ready to unleash. And that's up a scoring opportunity at the other end, but good defensive play by Luke Grammer to force the play down deep into the corner. From there, the Spuds turn it around and come back now on the near side. We are tied at 2 as it's thrown in deep by Caden Triggs. To the far side and played behind the net. Brought back out now to Max Strand. He goes rink wide with it. From there, it's pulled off the boards and sent ahead. It bounces clear back down to Moorhead where Caden Triggs takes it back out to center, and from there the teams play between the blue lines before it's tapped in deep. Wyatt Gunkel steering it off to the far side, but can't clear the zone. And from there the play comes rink wide by the Rams, and it's pulled off the wall by Wyatt Gunkel. All the way back up. We're tied at 2. Spuds got 2 in the first. Rams got 2 in the second. And here's Hughlin walking his way into the near side. Paul Hughlin had it dished into the corner. And then back up on top. Here's a windup and a shot down to Hughlin. He got pushed out of the way by Caden Moylan. And just as he pulled the trigger. And we stay tied at 2. Along the near side it comes back. And along the wall. Can't clear the zone. Pushed behind the net by goaltender Hudson Hodges. Out to the point, shot set in, saved by Hodges. Kicked back into the far corner. Brought back, and from behind the net. Here's the turn and the look out to the point. Long pass down low, shot blocked in traffic. Tracked down by Hughlin. He is taking over control here early on in this third period, and it comes out on the near side. Spuds had 2 sets of sticks in the way that prevented a shot attempt. But it rolls down behind as the Rams have taken over possession here in this third period. As it rolls up on top, the stick handling away. Finally, it's turned around and sent down low and blocked away by Hudson Hodges. Play continues on as the Rams keep it in possession in their offensive end. Down deep and along the near side. Into the corner, it's pushed along. Spuds enter Carson Triggs into the mix, and it's poked away. Now off to the far side. Rolling it down behind the net. Sent out and around on a soft pass. Intercepted. Moorhead pushing it out. Here's the look up ice now by Carson Triggs. He's all alone as he brings it in. Carson Triggs goes backhand on an attempt. He had his team changing behind him. Now he heads off as play comes up on top, and at the point, Luke Grammer. Down deep into the near corner. Sent off the wall, picked off by the Rams, and it comes rink wide. And then off a hard pass that comes all the way back to the near side and played into the corner. Spuds pick it up there and send it out. On the walk through, here is the play of Michael Overbo. And down deep into the corner, off the play, it comes back to Roseau. And so the teams exchanging possessions here early on in the third, trying to take the advantage. It's a 2-2 hockey game. A pass that got blocked back to the near side. All the way down into the near corner. Backhanded away, off to the far side. Play continues on as it's lifted up. And it touched someone out of bounds, and so out of play there. It will bring on a new stick. And it will bring on a new puck. And 13-19 now showing.
No harm, no foul there as the puck hits the Spuds player that was changing or leaning over the bench, and it would have been an icing either way, so face-off would result in the same place either way.
Face-off to the far right side of Hudson Hodges. Game tied at 2. Out to the point. Near side, the Spuds reach in. Great anticipation by Caden Triggs. He's all alone. He shoots. It's blocked. Recovery out on the near side. Oh, what a play on both ends. First, Caden Triggs with the steal of the puck that left him all alone in on goal. Stopped by Andrew Tuttle.
Well, Triggs makes a great read on a D-to-D pass and the defensive blue line to intercept it, and unfortunately the puck got away from him a little bit, so he wasn't able to quite make the move he wanted on his breakaway. Yet Tuttle comes up with 2 big stops regardless.
And it stays tied at 2. Long toss from the near point that rings behind all the way to the far corner where the Spuds reach in and pull it loose. Here's Carter Johnson cycling up on top. Johnson sends it deep into the far corner, trying to hook up with Triggs, but it was behind him. The Spuds pick it up, however, and reload into the far corner. From there, brought behind the net, Roseau. Sending it out to the far side. Cullen just giving chase. He's able to keep it down low as Kellen Murphy stick handles it and plays it up. And up on top, another pass that may have been intercepted but was not. And the play comes back now, and the Spuds have it back. Here's Caden Triggs. Off to the far side. Cullen Jess to Triggs, shoots and scores! Jess brings it back to Caden Triggs, and the sniper picks up his second goal of the night.
Well, Caden Triggs continues to do a lot of really little things well that lead to great scoring chances for the Spuds. He makes a strong play to win a puck in the neutral zone to get it bouncing in the right direction. Cullen just picks it up on the right side, makes a little delay, but the patience of Triggs to slip in behind him to stay in the open space and just to get him the puck was a fantastic play on both parts. And then Triggs again with that release that these high school goaltenders are having a difficult time with.
And it's 3-2 Moorhead. Early on here in the third period, the Spuds with a long pass. It hit and deflected off Carson Triggs. Waves off the icing. The Spuds coming along the wall and back out. So Caden Triggs with his 22nd, Cullen Jess with his 26th assist, and the Spuds lead it now 3-2. All the way around far side. A bouncing puck deflected and off the wall played. Here's the turn of the look, and it's deflected to the near side where Wyatt Gunkel plays it deep. Spinning behind the net and off to the far side, and Paul Hughlin picks it up. Long pass comes back to Hughlin. He walks his way in. He shoots, and it's just wide. Hughlin was bearing down on Hudson Hodges and just misfired briefly. Loose puck behind the net. Scramble for it there. A battle for it back to the net and behind as the Spuds pull it loose. Grammer working his way loose before sending it up to center. A collision there and play continues on. On the near side, picked up by Caden Loken. Knocked away there, Moorhead picking it up and dropping it back. Here's the walk-up ice now on the near side by Cade Moylanen on the way in. He backhands a shot, deflected up and away. Moylanen had a great opportunity, and he got underneath it. Andrew Tuttle got underneath the deflection and lifted it up cleanly out of play to stop the clock. 10:50 to go, and Moorhead has taken the lead at 3-2.
Well, the Spuds dodge a bullet as Roseau is able to spring Paul Hughlin, one of their snipers, on the right side, and Hodges actually got off his angle, and Hughlin had a lot of net to shoot at, just fired it wide, and then the Spuds returned down the ice, and Cade Moylan has a great opportunity.
Into the far corner as play resumes. Kai Holm going in deep for it. He's bothered. Also involved in the play, Michael Overbo. He's checked off the play. It works out towards the point where Moorhead takes over. Bounding up against the boards, and then a quick reaction down low by Rosa to take it back. Only briefly as the Spuds come back up with it. Long pass kept in on the far side by Moylanen. Working it down low as it rolls behind the net and off to the far corner. From there, Holm picks it up and sends it along the boards, and then it's swept out. Moorhead in pursuit. McCoy Gregoire tracking it down, brings it near side. The pass out to center ice. The Spuds reaching in. Take it back again. It's one on everybody. To the far side, walking in, shot blocked, scooped off the ice, and save made. As the play developed on goal, Michael Overbo was the only one on the ice that could have a chance as his team was changing behind him. And with that stop and play, 9:55 remains.
A nice play by Michael Overbo in the neutral zone to keep the puck moving in the right direction, and the sea kind of parted for him. He found himself in space, and that's a dangerous situation for Roseau, as Mike Overbo is a sniper, and when he gets space, he can let that puck fly.
On the face-off, Carter Johnson from Moorhead draws it off to the outer edge. There's a shot from there, and it's gloved away by Andrew Tuttle. Moorhead has taken a slight advantage in shots on goal that has reflected a one-goal advantage, now 25-19.
The Rams bench is their hearts are gonna skip a beat when they see Caden Triggs getting that puck in that shooting area, letting one fly again.
Carter Johnson waved out. Caden Triggs in. Draws it to the outer edge, picked up Roseau. And with players down on the ice, the puck squirts loose behind the play. Picked up by Daniel Wensloff. And a long play comes out to center where the Spuds regain possession. Long return on the near side, deflected ahead by Triggs. Rolling down near side. 9:25 remaining. Off to the far side play, comes back. Here's Cullen Jess. They play tic-tac down low, walking his way in, trying to pound one in off the bad angle. But the play stops with the whistle. 3-2 Moorhead.
Well, that top line of the Spuds is lethal down low in the zone. You've got the fleet feet of Carter Johnson, who's creating havoc all the time, beating the Rams to pucks. And then the strength of Caden Triggs to keep pucks alive, and the cleverness of Cullen Jess to get into the right areas.
On the faceoff, it comes right in on goal. Tuttle covering up, and that puts us back into the draw. Our clock now at 9:14 to go in the third. Spuds have grabbed a 1-goal advantage as the Rams pick it up and bring it back now near side. Game has a lot of similarities between the first meeting that these teams had in Moorhead. Big collision far side. Spuds player right back on his skates. Max Dronin continues to play on. Down deep now, chased by McCoy Gregoire. He pounds it up against the boards and takes over, brings it near side. Picked up at the near point by Jarrett Nelson of Roseau. Sending it down low. The shot misfired. Spuds are there to pick up the lazy puck and head out. On the walk up, Carson Triggs bangs it in. Carson Triggs had it swiped away, then gives it off to a teammate who sails it down behind the net. From up on top, it's played. Shot blocked away. Shot continues behind the net. Up on top, Grant Frisch lined it up. He missed. And on the return, it comes back to him, and he sends it down low. Spuds are misfiring here. Both teams are misfiring with open shot attempts on one-timers. And it's deflected off to the far side as Moorhead able to keep it in the zone. Picked up behind the net by Jarrett Nelson. Here come the Rams now on the near side. Out to Paul Hilgland. Hilgland had it bounced up high into the air, and it's chased down where Hudson Hodges steers it back to the near side. On the way up, it's tipped in. Chased down far side, Michael Overbo. From behind the net, Spuds drop it back into the corner. In pursuit, it's picked up by Jarrett Nelson of Roseau. Centering pass there, got deflected away. Return out to the far side. Rams have a player breaking up ice, but Caden Loken just could not get a handle on it, and as a result, it's sent down low and blocked away by Tuttle. Loose puck. Moorhead again pestering. Gavin Lindbergh continues to impress here throughout the course of his playing time tonight. Here's an outlet now for Roseau. Nice poke away by Luke Grammer, and it's dished ahead. Spuds have a 2-on-1. Wind up and a shot. Shot and a goal! Kai Holm with his second of the night. A turnover at the blue line. It's 2-on-1, and Kai Holm converts.
Well, this play starts with an extremely tight gap by Moorhead defenseman Luke Grammer, where Roseau looks like they're breaking down the ice, and he's able to maintain a very tight gap and poke that puck free. And Lindbergh turns it back up the ice quick, finds Holm in front of the net, and Kai buries another one.
We'll talk about that goal in just a moment as Roseau brings it out to center and sends it in deep, and it rolls out of the corner and all the way to the far side. Back out it comes, and it sails all the way through. And they'll wave off the icing. Moorhead continues to put pressure on Carter Johnson, forcing the play off to the far side. And from there it's returned, and Carter Johnson again tried to wiggle his way loose for a shot that blocked away. It rolls out to center, quickly turned in. Play comes down to the near corner as Ben Johnson tracks it down for Roseau. 4-2 Moorhead. Couple of third period goals here to take the advantage. Out up on top, Cade Moylanen works it far side, and from there it's turned around. Moylanen giving chase and tips it ahead. Tracked down by the Rams. Ben Johnson backpedals behind the net, settles things down, turns and looks up ice. Ben Johnson now begins the assault as he brings it near side. Hard off the boards, taken back by Moorhead. Grammer feeds it to the near side, and as it bounces in, it's taken back. Roseau has it now with 6 minutes to go. On the near side, Ben Johnson works his way down low with that glove save. And Rob, when we talked with John Ammerman prior to the game tonight, he said we have to establish more scoring from our second and third lines. Kai Holm has obliged.
Well, and they, have an adjustment with Gavin Lindbergh getting his first game in the lineup, and the third line paying dividends for the Spuds already with two fantastic plays. Gavin Lindbergh creating opportunities for Kai, and Kai Holm finishing those.
And with those two combining, it's a 4-2 Moorhead lead as we get deeper into the third period. There the far side, it's bounced up against the boards, and Moorhead pulls it away and heads out to center. Here comes the walk-in now by Judd Ginther. He goes down low, and he's ridden off the play. Wyatt Gunkel tangling him up. The play comes back in towards net. Grammer pulls it loose and heads up. Long pass down. We've got a whistle that stops play with an icing call, and that stops play. 5:18 to go. Well, we finally were able to get some scoring from Roseau. Dan Wensloff put the Rams on the board in the second period. Max Strand tied the game on a power play. So Wensloff and Strand factoring into the Roseau scoring. Moorhead with Kai home to start the game. Caden Triggs to get Moorhead a 2-0 lead. In the third period, Caden Triggs with his second goal, and Kai home with his second goal. And we've got a timeout taken as the Rams want to settle things down. They've got some things to do here. What kind of game plan can they come up with in this short amount of time?
Well, they're going to look to apply a lot of pressure, obviously, on the Spuds right now. They've got to try to take some chances to create some odd man rushes or opportunities in transition. They'll be applying pressure to try to create turnovers on the Spuds, and then they'll be getting a lot of pucks in traffic to the net if they do get the puck in the offensive zone. That has worked for them tonight on both of their goals. They moved the puck up to the point, got quick shots to the net with traffic on either rebounds or redirects, and you can look for them to throw a lot of rubber towards Hudson Hodges here in the last 5 minutes.
Right now, Moorhead has taken a 10 shots on goal advantage, 29-19 on the strength of their third period. And also, when you talk to the Moorhead coaching staff, they have two things in mind. We want to start strong, we want to finish strong.
Well, they certainly started strong, and if they can hang on for these last 5 minutes, they will accomplish their main objectives with a strong finish. And when they got to this 2-goal lead, the Spuds have done a fantastic job of very responsible hockey with players making good decisions, advancing the pucks, not taking chances to give Roseau turnovers and transition opportunities. We'll see if they can continue that.
Face off to the right side of Hodges, played to the corner, then spun behind the net, back to the near side. 4-2 more as the play comes up on top. Here's a nice escape. On the way up, it's Cullen Jess. Brought back near side, Caden Triggs. There's the goal. Oh my, 2-on-1 breakaway. Cullen Jess back to Caden Triggs. It is now 5-2.
Well, we've seen this play a number of times this year, and you got to talk about the cleverness of Cullen Jess and how he manipulates the neutral zone, manipulates the defender that he's approaching, and once he gets that defender to commit and wiggle his stick where he wants it to go, he slips it underneath the stick over to a screaming Triggs. And Caden Triggs is absolutely lethal right now. When he gets the puck, it's going in the net.
Hat-trick goal for Caden Triggs. 22nd, 23rd, 24th of the year, and the Spuds have put some cushion between them and the Rams here tonight in this third period with unanswered goals to lead at 5-2. Back now on the near side, 4:44 to play. Now on the near side, Cade Moylanen. Stick handles his way loose, got back in time to avoid a turnover. And as he swept it up ice, it brings up the icing. But that was a possible dangerous play set up by the Roseau defense as they were on the verge of intercepting and turning it around.
Well, and just as I was alluding to earlier with the Spuds being responsible, even though it resulted in an icing, Cade Moylanen sensed a dangerous area of the ice that he was in, and he made sure he advanced that puck beyond the Roseau defenders, and the Spuds are happy to take an icing in that situation.
Out the center it comes, and once again, Moorhead has the advantage at the blue line. Turn around and a shot by Carson Triggs. Sails off to the far side and bounces and rolls all the way out to center where it's gathered in. Cade Moylanen delivers it back. Here's the return pass for Max Dronen, who carries it in. He shoots, bad angle, but it's deflected away. Into the near corner and then sent behind the net where the Rams load it up and bring it out. Along the near side, Max Strand brings it through the zone and in. Max Strand catching up to it, had to do a little fancy job of stick handling to bring it under control before it's tapped away. And Cade Moylanen has it now for Moorhead. He goes behind the net, sends it up on the near side. Carson Triggs walks his way along the wall. He found a way of getting it through. And there it's rejected on the far side all the way back to the near corner. 3.5 minutes to go. Moorhead has taken the lead here in the third period, 5-2. Bouncer away. Here's the look up on top, and the walk-in blocked away by Hodges. Grammer goes after it in the corner, and it's deflected back to the near side. Punched out of the zone, and it comes out to center. Carter Johnson taking a poke at it. He was trying to set up a scoring opportunity. Gavin Gunderson came away with it, and here's Gunderson moving on the way in. His centering pass blocked down low. Swept away to the near side where play continues on as the Rams send it up on top, and here's Huglen trying to pound it in. It's blocked away and then covered up by Hudson Hodges. This third period for Paul Huglen has belonged to him. He's absolutely trying whatever he can to make things happen for the Rams.
Well, Huglen's one of the Rams' top-end players, and he's shown flashes of speed and brilliance with the puck tonight. Absolutely right, Larry. He is trying his hardest to get the Rams back into this with 2:52 to go.
5-2, Moorhead has taken the lead in the third. Up on top, the Rams go after it and had it poked away, and the recovery out comes all the way to center ice where Jarrett Nelson plays it back in. Deflected behind the net, and it rolls back near side. Nelson up on top, he sent that one high and wide. Deflected far side. At some point, we expect we'll see the goaltender make its way to side ice, but as long as Moorhead keeps the attack here and a 3-goal lead, it'll be a while forthcoming. Back out to the near side, it's played deep into the corner. A quick look, and Andrew Tuttle stays in place. Down behind the net, here's a wraparound try, looking for the tip in, and the scramble behind the net. Play continues on. Players are pushing and shoving, and now some extra pushing and shoving. And officials quickly in to stop play. You get to this point in the game, Rob, you don't want to see any unnecessary plays that result in game disqualifications for either team.
Well, that's right, and the Rams aren't going to lay down. There's over 2 minutes left, and they're thinking we get a quick goal, and we flip this arena around again, and we've got some momentum, and they're not going to quit. And the Spuds may want to take notice of that and finish off this last 2 minutes before they start thinking about getting on the bus.
Grant Frisch and Caden Loken, coincidentals. 2 minutes each with 2:06 to play. So we continue to skate even up, and the play comes near side. Off the wall and behind the net. Grammer with it there, sending it along the wall. From there it's dished ahead. Picked up in the corner by Hanson O'Leary. Worked back out near the far point. Deflected in on a long shot. It comes bouncing back. All the way near side before play continues. Here's the roll out in front as the Spuds break out of the zone. Carson Triggs breaks it out and brings it in. Carson Triggs turns the corner and shoots. It's blocked away off the shoulders of Andrew Tuttle, and the rebound comes bouncing all the way out to center. Picked up by Cade Moylanen. He turns it off far side Spuds with a nice pass back to Carson Triggs. Winds up, shoots, and it's a glove save for Andrew Tuttle.
Well, the Spuds were able to restore some order on that shift where the Rams had kind of a final surge and some pressure. And that line of Carson Triggs, Dronin, and Lucas Fear made some very poised plays with the puck to advance it through the neutral zone and deep into Roseau's end. Very nice job by that line at that stage of the game.
1:14 now showing as the Spuds are that close to picking up their 14th win of the year. All the way back up ice, Moorhead's Cade Moylanen. 1 minute to play. Along the wall and set in. Rolls behind the net, back down near side. Caden Triggs behind the net, had it roll free up on top, return to Triggs, now deep in the corner. He works it along the wall, trying to tip it out. It's rejected down low, and he battles for it behind the net, giving chase. The Rams have it, but then the Spuds get a stick on it and force a play. Here's a tap down low, and kept in by Moylanen before it's ricocheted off to the far side. And on the return, Paul Huglen had it tipped away. He gets it on the return and comes near side with it. He goes deep into the corner. Paul Huglen works his way in towards goal, and from there picks up the loose puck and takes it behind the net. Huglen still with it. He's behind and looking. Now drops it back into the corner. 10 seconds and counting down. To the near side. It is played. And as we put this game into the record book, on the Speakeasy scoreboard, our final score, Moorhead 5 and Roseau 2.
Arlen Swenson here with Northwest
Wait, 2 minutes
Blinds.
and
My
then we
wife
can wrap it
Carla
up.
and I have been helping homeowners
Okay.
in the